These are Concord grapes, and these are 35-year-old vines. These are some of the best tasting grapes I've ever tried, and they're going in this big bucket here. We're gonna fill it up and make some awesome tasting grape juice.
So at this point, we're rinsing the grapes only. We're not soaking them. I've used filtered water here. I'm pulling out any possible that we didn't have well sorted outside. If there are any insects, they'll float to the top, get them out. So I'm just rinsing to get any possible bird droppings or any natural things that I don't want in the grapes. This is looking really good. I'm now going to dump the whole thing quickly to rinse it. And that's good enough. I'm going to fill it up again with my filtered water. And because we took the clusters outside and pulled off any possible not deformities, but bad fruit, anything that had already gone to wine, for example, we don't have to do much inside. In the house, all you have is pretty much perfect grapes. Look at that. It's a perfect grape, gigantic.
Nice.
These are Concords, and they've been on this vine. They've had this vine for 35 years. It's 100 feet long.
This vine is 35 years old?
Yes. Yep.
And these are Concord grapes?
Concords, and I planted 10 varieties in 1 year, 35 years ago. And all of those that didn't taste good or produce well in the next couple of years, I just cut them down and burned them, and I only left those that were the very best, and it was Candidus Red Seedless from Canandaigua Valley, New York, and I only have one of those because they're fresh eating. They're table grapes and awesome, but they don't keep. Then I got the Concord, so I left. All right, here we go. Lid's coming off. Look at the difference in color. See the wine purple in there?
Oh, nice.
Versus the blue here. Look at the difference. So, just like I see, there's a contrast. So, and you also see if you look inside, these grapes have burst because of the steam coming from the boiler pot below, and they drip. And they drip at a rate of about 1 quart every 10 minutes. So I have to keep this busy. I've got a big tub of grapes that I keep rinsing and bringing in the house, or bringing in the house and rinsing, if you will, in that sequence. And I just keep this thing full. And after you've filled it up about 5 or 6 times and it keeps cooking down, then you have too much. You have to now dump the whole thing and start over with a fresh basket, the colander. So the colander does have the capacity to hold 10 pounds all at once. It cooks down and it drips through into a collector pot below. I'm going to lift this up so you can see. So I'm packing this in carefully because I don't want grapes all over the stove, otherwise I would just dump them in. Put this lid back on, but you see that's all the way to the top and over the top.
Yeah.
I'm going to lift this up and I want to show you 2 stages. Here's the first stage. Look down below where the steam is coming from.
Okay.
That looks like a bundt pan, like an angel food cake pan. That's where it all traps into. And the funnel, the volcano top, if you will, coming up the middle, is from the boiler pot below. And that's where all the boiling action comes from. So our heat and steam source is down below. And there it is, full of water, boiling hard. Can't let it go dry. Must not let it go dry. Then it steams in here. So I can now take, watch this. I've got a sterilized jar here. I'm going to carry it in a nice, strong plastic pitcher. And let's see, you've got to find all my tools. There we go. Got this, got that. All right. Next thing I'm going to do is open up the drain hose. Everything inside here is sterile. Everything in the pot is sterile because it's been not just boiled, but steamed. Steam is hotter than boiling water. Right? So here we go. We're going to drop this down into the jar. And we're pulling off a whole quart of sterile, pure, jewel clear juice. There we go. Lift it up. And so it's almost done. We're done. Set it down carefully because if I drop this hose, I will lose the skin on my feet. It's very hot. I'm going to grab a lid from the boiler over here. I'm boiling my lids. Drop the lid right on top of there. So far so good. Walk the whole thing over here, Jeff. All right. Now what I have to do is lift it out. Actually, I drop the pitcher and just move the jar sideways for safety. And here we go. Tighten it up with a fresh lid and band. There we go. That's done.
That's it, huh?
I'm done. There's no easier process for grape juice in the world, I think, than that. You can mash them. You know, the whole story that people really did and still do is mash grapes with their feet and run it through fabric to filter it out. That's just so much work. Adds nice microbes for wine, but I'm making juice. I'm not doing wine.
It's a lot of grapes and it's John.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Brother Prince.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good, thanks.
So, here this is boiling hot, practically boiling hot. I run the heater just scalding, the water heater at scalding temperature, so that we can do our kitchen processing. We're going to do another one. Pull off another. When I do this right, sometimes I'll have 2 pots going here because we have lots of grapes and we're staying busy. We can do a quart every 5 minutes with 2 boilers going.
Wow.
That means you've got to have people in the field picking, because it takes the processing is probably, I don't know, 20% of labor of picking. Picking is where all the work is. The inside the house processing is easy. In operation, plain sterile jars, piping hot, sterile boiled lids, sterile juice, move quickly, put the lid on really fast, seal it up, and then I store mine in the spare fridge. We keep a spare fridge for harvest.
And how long do those stay good when they're sealed like that?
When I do this exactly as I did, without putting them in a canner, without putting them in a pressure cooker, just open packing, if you saw me what I did. Mm-hmm. Once I put them in the fridge, they're good literally for 5 years.
5 years.
But who keeps them that long, right? But
Right.
I've always kept a few of the old ones just to test the quality. But you go through your batch every year, so they're always a year old or less. But I've kept some from 2018 that I just finished last year that were fantastic.
Wow.
As part of the process here, we have to keep reloading this and watching different parts of the boiler. I'm going to look at the top and see how the colander is doing. It's cooking down. See the grapes on top have split, they've changed color. I'm going to throw some more in there.
Fresh ones?
Yep, fresh grapes. They've been rinsed, as you saw. We did that together, so these are in there now. And close it up. The other thing I do is I'm going to take a look with pot holders at the boiler pot down below. And we did look at it already before, but just for demonstration, I'm going to do it again. Watch take your skin off with steam. There's a full boiler pot that's got 3 or 4 inches, 3.5 inches of water, boiling hard. So if that ever goes dry, I'm buying a new pot because it'll ruin the pot. It has aluminum core, it'll destroy the pot.
Ah.
So you have to, stainless steel, but aluminum in the middle, sandwiched. So you can never let that go dry. If I lift out the colander, you'll see that I've got lots of sterile juice in there. And it keeps dripping out of the top pot. So that's good. At this point, because I just loaded this and it's near the top, that has easily 10 minutes of neglect that it can tolerate without any problem. Because without any problem, I won't have a problem down below. This isn't overfilling here, and I've got enough to last here. Everything's safe. So I can go outside, get some more grapes out of the bin, bring them in, and rinse them out. Now,
Cool.
I don't have to do much work in the kitchen with the grapes because while picking the grapes clusters, we cut them off. We shake them gently and make the old nasty ones fall off because there's always insects if you're going organic. I'm going to swirl the glass a little bit. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Watch when I swirl the glass. See how it films up on the glass? Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. It films right up on the glass like milk. Take a drink of that. Tell me what you think. Sip it, though.
Just like that, world's best grape juice.
Isn't it?
Oh, that's so good.
It's got all the flavors and qualities. And because we throw it in the steamer with the stems on, the bitterness and the mix of flavors that exist in the vine itself are also present in the juice. You don't want pure sugar. You want all the flavors combined.
Yeah, and you said nothing is added to this?
Just grapes.
Just grape juice. And you said this is concentrated, so you don't need a huge glass of it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. 2 fingers is a full serving in a glass. That's a full serving of fruit. What about that flavor?
Oh my goodness, that is so good. So good.